Sunday, boys. Happy Sunday, week 2. Got another one coming. Got another one. Just sharing this room and everybody in here. Yeah, I'm ready. I got a lot of questions. We got a lot going on. We got fantasy stuff to look at. Injury reports, guys that we're not sure if they're going to be guys or not. It's rough. It's rough. I got questions. I got everything written down here. I want to go over a lot of this stuff. Got my Barry Sanders jersey from my Fanatics deal. There we go. Get this puppy set. Oh, yeah. You see the Barry? See the Barry jersey? How's everybody doing today? Oh, I can see a little better today. Sometimes I need the reader, sometimes I don't. Got a lot of little nuggets. And I got questions, guys. The main question that I have is the Super Bowl rematch. I can't figure out. That's my main question, and I've been speaking about it all week with my friends. So I just wanted to mention that. Like, I don't understand why the Philadelphia Chiefs game is like a pick'em. I don't understand that. It makes me nervous. That's the first question of the week. Week 2. The number one question on my board. I got 40. I got you 1 second, Chris. You know what? I'll text you right now. Hold on one. You know what, Chris? I should have set it up with you before. I'm doing the live from the phone, and you would have had to call the other phone, but I can't get to it, and I didn't set it up with anybody. You called me late. I was setting up to get on. I was speaking to everybody this morning, but then I didn't realize, and I missed your call. You know what? I got to set that up because last week I did the live stream from the phone because it was like technical difficulties on the computer, and I had 1,400 people watch the live. The reach went out way further, so I'm trying to figure it out. But starting next week, I'll have the other phone here so we can do the speaker, the sports radio for next week. All right, Chris? Because I love having you on and certain friends. I'm going to give like 5 of you guys the bat phone number, and then you call and we'll talk. But you know what? I might figure this out. Let me see if I could text you from here, Chris. Tell me if you got it. I think I could text you from the iPad, and I'll give you the number. Let me just make sure the Bluetooth is on. Yeah, I'm going to be able to text you, Chris. I got you right now for the speaker. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm giving Chris the bat phone. Thank you very much, Fields Yates. Over here with Mike Clay and Joe Fortenbaugh. Week 2. I'm old school. Game of rebound or not found. Okay. I'm going to start with you first, Mike Clay. Obviously, we were excited that Evan Ingram off the injury report. That's the goal. Wow. Before we even get started. Oh man, who do we like today? Who's our favorite picks? Who do we like? All right, Chris. I don't know if it went out or not, but we'll get to that. Number one question. Why is Philadelphia a pick'em with the Chiefs? That's my biggest bet today because I had parlays with the Terrence Crawford fight. I had 3 different ones, but they all went through. And I got Philly ending in 2 out of the 3. Philadelphia money line. I had Terrence Crawford to win. Most punches landed. And will the fight go the distance? Yes. And now today, I rolled it over. It's still going. It was like a patience parlay. Now today I got 2 teams with everything and 1 team that I'm a little nervous about. I got the Detroit Lions money line against the Bears. I don't see Detroit not getting off the schneid this week. I don't know about you guys. I really don't see Detroit losing. Caleb Williams, he looked decent last week, but then they stalled out, the Bears. Caleb Williams, he's been inaccurate. Goff, now here's a nugget for you guys. Jared Goff is going for his 11th win in a row. Hey, what's up, Rye? I was just setting up and getting on when you called. That's why I figured, he'll see me in a minute. I got some nuggets here. Rye, now that you're in, I was just waiting for a few guys that I know to get in here. Why? I want you to answer me. Why is Philadelphia, let's see the spread right now. Why is Philadelphia 1.5 versus the Chiefs? They beat them by 100 in the Super Bowl. They looked good last week, and the Chiefs are down 2 receivers. Like Rashid Rice and Worthy are out. Now for Philly, Dallas Goedert is out. So, guys, hit that like button. Like, subscribe if you didn't already. We go over everything pregame for about 2 hours and leading up to 1 o'clock, 12:45. We go over all fantasy guys, the most interesting questions that I could find for week 2. Like everything that's on my mind, I got written down. I'm not just here like just hanging. Like I like to like do it like in a fun way where I get interested. I'm reading the stats because I like to make my bets. So I read I write stuff down. I go to players, I go to teams, I go to spreads, and then I write down nuggets that might help. Like Jared Goff is going for his 11th straight win today against the spread. Oh wait, what the fuck? Oh, I think I wrote the wrong guy. Whoa, I've never done that before. They just lost last week. That's crazy. That's a mistake. I'm sorry. Josh Allen, 18 turnovers versus the Jets. Remember I told you guys be careful. Jets play Buffalo tough. I read one stat that Josh Allen has the most turnovers versus one team that any quarterback has versus one team since the merger. So the Jets defense plays good against Josh Allen. Good morning, guys. Hey, Ma, good morning. Gibbs, yo, I like that, Gibbs. I like that. I like you, Gibbs. That's my guy. I'm in 3 fantasy leagues. You ready for this? And one league, I wanted the 1 or 2 pick. I was just like trying to will it into existence. And the one league, I got the number 2 pick, and I always wanted Barkley. And the first guy took Jefferson. So I took Barkley with the number 2 pick. So I was happy. Now in my third league, my own, I drew the number 1 pick. But I didn't want to go double Barkley. So with that league, I went Gibbs. That's why I'm saying I like that name. I went Jahmyr Gibbs, and I think he's going to have a big day today, too. I think Gibbs will have a big day. I'm going to go down some of the questions that I have for you guys playing fantasy. Guys, hit that like button, please. Subscribe if you didn't. I'm going over everything, every game, every spread, and fantasy, guys. A couple questions I have right off the bat. There's a lot of us, a big chunk of us own Cooper Kupp. Because most of us have 2 or 3 fantasy leagues, and Cooper Kupp was a guy that in those very late rounds, you're looking at him like, ooh, it's hard not to take him. I got him in one of my leagues. My question is, it's like a 2-part question. Is Cooper Kupp washed? That's number 1. Is Cooper Kupp washed? Guys, hit that like button, please. It reaches out further, and then we get a better dialogue, better conversation. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with Cooper Kupp. So I did a deep dive, not too deep. I went over his last 3 games last year, and then I got scared. He had week 15 last year. He played 88% of the snap shares. He had 0 catches for 0 yards. Week 16, he had 1 catch for 24 yards or 2. The last week, he had 1 catch for 29 yards. Then this week, year, week 1, 2 catches, 15 yards. I remember tallying it up. The last 4 games he's played, which is a quarter of a season, Cooper Kupp's had like 6 catches for like 62 yards. So now I'm at a pause, because when I started to see that, like how much evidence do I need before I bench this guy? So there's other guys that are on the board that I wouldn't have started over them a week ago, but now you got to look. 2 guys come to mind. Quentin Johnson. Is Quentin Johnson becoming a guy, like a real, like a receiver that's emerging? He didn't have like his rookie year was quiet, and that other guy, Fish Face, was the coach, and it was an ugly year. And I had him in one of my leagues, and I stayed away from him. And then last year he did a lot of things to make me like sit up in my chair, so to speak. Now this year, the first week, 5 for 79. Now McConkey is an in between the numbers guy, possessions, short routes. So McConkey does not mess with Quentin Johnson's volume. They play different positions on the field. Quentin Johnson plays Z, like outside, and McConkey plays the slot sometimes, the Y, and he plays the X. So Keenan Allen's a nice player. 6'5", red zone target, and he's a legend over there. But he's a little like long in the tooth for a whole career. So I don't think Keenan Allen is a penciled in guy to play 17 games and dominate. It's and even when he was never a guy that stayed healthy all year anyway. You can't project injury, but I'm just saying this is Harbaugh's second year. Harbaugh's a proven winner. And it looks to me like that Charger offense is here to stay. So with a real good offense, sometimes you can go to 3 different receivers because Quentin Johnson's big yards per catch guy. Big yards going on over here. Eagles fan. Ryan, I'll tell you, Ryan, I'm a Giants fan. I'm a Giants fan. I just root for Saquon. I root for Saquon. Hey, guys, hit that like button, please, for me. I was reading another stat I had to tell you guys. Oh, this doesn't make me feel confident. Giants, first of all, who's ready for Jackson Dart? Me. I've seen enough of Russ, but Dak Prescott has the best in-division record ever. Not named Mahomes and Brady. Minimum 25 starts. Tom Brady and Mahomes are 1-2. And Dak Prescott is 33-9 in division, and he owns the Giants. And he had a low. See, this is why fantasy could be deceiving, because Prescott had a low fantasy day last week, but he played good. Like when I watched Dak Prescott that opening night against Philly, first of all, he looked lean and mean. I never saw Dak look that lean. He was like a racehorse. And then when he was dropping back to pass, at the last second when the rush was about to get him, his escapability and his burst made a huge difference. Like, I don't care what his numbers were. His escapability, then all of a sudden CD, secondary route comes off, bang, down the field for 30. Like, Dallas, if Dak Prescott plays like that with the talent they got, they might be better than people think. I think. Oh man, that's my big thing, Colts Pacers. Hey, what's up, T Rich? I'm nervous. Hey, Mel, what up, kid? I didn't even see you in there. That's my big thing with the Super Bowl rematch. I love Philly. I'm not gonna overthink myself. Like, Philadelphia is the better team. They look good to me, and I think the only reason the spread is small is because Kansas City is so dominant at home. I wrote something. They got a ridiculous record at home. I don't know if they're on a streak or they're like 15-1 their last 16, but Kansas City's dominant at home. And the ESPN meter actually had the Eagles favored by 1.5 points, but they had the Chiefs 52% most likely to win the game. So I don't know. Hey, Koob, Yag Shemash. Koob is in the house. New subscriber from Poland. Caught me on the fights last night. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you. What's up, T Rich? Said hi. You're such a ball buster. Hey, Nooch. I said hi. Oh, you're shot. Hey, T Rich, now that we got a couple people in here, is Keon Coleman a guy? I want to know. I'm going to go down some of my questions now. We got some people in here. Is Keon Coleman a guy? Because he had for a guy that's been a letdown a little bit, he had a real good game last week. But nobody's ever kept Keon Coleman on a fantasy team. Like, is that a true statement? Like, no one's ever kept Keon Coleman yet. We all want to. We draft him, but doesn't go so well. I'm going to look up his stats. Like, very underwhelming. Keon Coleman played for Florida State, I believe. And he was good in college. Let's look at his history. Last year, he had 29 catches, 13 games. Oh my goodness! Like, what do we think about Keon Coleman, guys? Yes. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, subscribe, guys. And I want to know, is Keon Coleman a fantasy starter this week? You didn't start Keon Coleman. None of us did. Let's be honest. If you own Keon Coleman, you didn't start him. Do you start him this week? Do you bench Cooper Kupp for Keon Coleman? Do you bench Cooper Kupp for Quentin Johnston? That's my mother, Coop. My mother is Polish. I'm half Italian, half Polish. My father's Italian, my mother's Polish. Nobody knows the Polish side because my last name is Antonucci. But yes, Jak się masz? I know Polish Christmas carols. When I was a kid, when I in church, I was the only kid that can memorize the Polish songs. So they had me sing all the Polish Christmas carols on Christmas Eve when I was like 5. I know songs, I know jokes. Oh yeah. Yeah, man. Irish. Irish kid fought a good fight last night. We had the Terrence Crawford fight last night, and in the co-main event, I think his name was Walsh. He fought Fernando Vargas Jr., world champion's son, and he beat him good. So Keon Coleman, 556 yards on 29 catches. That's not going to cut it. That's not going to cut it. Do we bench Cooper Kupp? If we have a formidable option, I think I'm benching him for Quentin Johnson today, me personally. There's some things I'm looking for, but I'm not sure. I'm looking to see Travis Hunter again because I've seen Dion, Charles Woodson, and I've been trying to put it into words, like what's different about Travis Hunter that's never been done before. It's always been the dominant D-back, great D-back that plays a little offense. Deion Sanders, great D-back. When he went to Dallas, played a little offense. But Travis Hunter, I figured, okay, he'll be a lockdown corner, same. But he played a lot of offense last week, and he produced. So I think it might be reverse with him, that Hunter is actually more on offense. And then my follow-up question to that is, how much does Travis Hunter on offense mess up Thomas? Was that a real thing last week, that quiet game? Like, that guy's going to explode, right? He's too good not to. Let me look him up right now. Brian Thomas Jr., Jacksonville, dynamite receiver, dynamite. Guys, smash that like button, subscribe. Last week, Brian Thomas, the guy who finished strong last year, last week, 1 catch, 11 yards. Now, if I go in the history to the game log, 2024 view, these are the games he had last year to finish out the season. 7 catches, 103 yards. 7 catches, 91 yards. These are Brian Thomas's last 4 games last year. Ready, guys? I'm going to start from week 14 and finish at week 18. Week 14, 8 catches, 86 yards. Week 15, 10 catches, 105. Week 16, 9 catches, 132. Week 17, 7 catches, 91. Week 18, 7 catches, 103. Now, last week, Travis Hunter comes to the team. This kid's got 1 catch for 11 yards. Is it panic time? You don't sit him, right? Too good. You can't sit him. How are you, Will? Good morning, buddy. Red Sox? Oh. You know, I'm from the tri-state area. I'm a Yankee fan, so I'm I'm rooting against you. Sunday night baseball tonight. You know I'm going Yankees, and I got to figure out the night game. We're gonna go over our picks too. I like to bounce around the beginning. Then in the second hour we go through our picks. I pick all the games. I was 8-5 last week. Not bad, not bad. So is Brian Thomas. Do we panic on him or no? Yeah, T-Rich. Hey, how nice is it to have that Diego Lopez, Terrence Crawford money today? The UFC underdog won the main event, and the boxing underdog won. Now we're gonna hammer time. MC Hammer time. Can't touch this. Hammer time, baby. Hammer time. I'll tell you what, I got 80% of my marbles riding on the Philadelphia Eagles. That's why I was saying it before, guys. Philly, it makes too much sense to me to bet them strong. I'm not going with what's up with that? I don't think Kansas City's beating Philadelphia today, so I bet the Eagles. And then my second strong one with that is I'm a sucker for Detroit. I love rooting for Detroit. I like Dan Campbell. I love Gibbs and Montgomery. I like golf a lot. They got an Italian, Anzalone. I like that. I like Detroit. So I had Terrence Crawford, Diego Lopez, Detroit, and Philly in one of my parlays. So I'm a little worried about that. So we'll see. So is Travis Hunter already affecting Thomas? I don't think so. I think it'll go back. We'll see today in Cincinnati. Hey, that game alone, is that a stinker game? A lot of people like Jacksonville. Late action on Jacksonville. But I I'm going with a theory. I have my theory on Cincinnati. I think last week was the closest it's gonna get. That they always come out slow and it's hard for them to even help it. Like some guys just they get their rhythm as it goes. I think they'll be sharper this week. Cincinnati, I read a stat. Oh, ready for this? I got nuggets for every game. So just hit me with a game. Cincinnati, this scares me. Take a guess how many yards they had in the second half last week total. Somebody take a guess, please. I would love to hear your guesses. It's so ridiculous, and I am on a live stream, so I don't want to pause too much. Cincinnati had 7 yards total in the second half last week. That scares me a little bit. But Cleveland's got a good D, and Cleveland always plays tough on defense. That's why I'm a little worried today about another game. I'm going to roll over into Baltimore and Cleveland. Here's a nugget for you. Cleveland beat Baltimore 2 out of the last 3 contests. Should we be scared today? Like Baltimore just lost week 1. So back against the wall, you come out stronger. Like Baltimore, and they look good. They just got beat by a hero named Josh Allen. But I think Baltimore will like if we include them with a money line with any game, I think Baltimore should be okay. Cincinnati, Jacksonville, I'm worried about that. 49ers, New Orleans, there's some stinkers, aren't there, boys? There are some stinkers. I do my upset special today. It's a stinker game, but I looked up the history of Bryce Young against Arizona last year. He had a great game. I think Carolina might beat Arizona today, money line. That's a big spread. That's my who the F are they game. Who the fuck is Arizona to be laying a full touchdown? What are they, the New England Patriots of 03? Like what? I think that's too much for gamble. Like they don't. That's not a team that I'm laying 7 with. A team that I am like if I wasn't a Giants fan, I might lay the 5.5 with Dallas. To be honest with you, I'm worried about the Giants. The Giants got Wan'Dale Robinson banged up today, and a lineman out. And I don't know. I think it's Jackson Dart time, guys. I think it's Jackson Dart. Oh, shit, I was behind on the comments. I'm sorry, boys. Aaron Rodgers versus Bo Nick. Hey, I got a trivia question for you. Who leads the NFL since game 1 of last year to now in the most multi-interception games? There's 2 guys that are tied for the league lead. They both have 5 multi-interception games since last year's beginning. You just made me think of it because one of them is Bo Nix, who's a good quarterback. I'm not knocking Bo Nix. I just thought of the trivia because I had it written down. Bo Nix and Baker Mayfield lead the league in multi-interception games. Hey, can the Colts be a formidable team this year? Tyler, are the Colts for real? Is Daniel Jones the long-term answer? Wow. He was the best quarterback in the NFL last week. He was. Danny Dimes. What do you got there, Mel? Hey, Mel versus T-Rich today. Big one. Big one in the new Fell. Big one in the new Fell. Mel versus T-Rich. Now, Mel, you're 1-0. At Tyler, you're 0-1. I got you by a hair last week. That's a big game. And I got T-Rich in T-Rich's league. Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one. Pittman or D. Adams? Oh man. You know what? Right now I'm going by with what I see. Like I like Pittman last week with Daniel Jones and the Colts. I'm a big fan of Pittman right now, and I don't have anything against Devontae Adams, but I would just ride the hot hand. Definitely. Or Higgins. Nah, I would go. Oh man, that's tough, Mel. You got all 3 of those. In which league do you have those? I think I would take a shot on T. Higgins. I like T. Higgins in that one. Since I didn't see T. Higgins, I would go with T. Higgins. But if it's in my league, I'm staying neutral. I don't know, Mel. I don't know. Detroit, Chicago over. What's the over under on that? Let me check. I got Detroit money line a couple different ways, but I'm a little nervous. 46.5. I agree with that. I like the over in that too. That's a nice bet. Why did my lines just go down? Oh, they must be changing. Yeah, 46.5. That's a nice bet. There's a lot of things that are teasable if we do teasers today. Like, I'll give you a few examples. There's really nice teasers. Schlemish. Oh. People are like, what's he saying? Teams that I would throw 7 points on in a teaser. Ready, guys? Teams that I would absolutely do it for. 4-team teaser, 7 points, right? Detroit, they're -6.5, so we're taking a half. That's one. We're gonna make our picks too soon. We're gonna have to stay away from a couple of these games just because of the history, guys. Like the Jets play Buffalo tough. I just told you Josh Allen has the most turnovers. He's got 18 turnovers versus the Jets. That's the most from one quarterback to one team in the whole league since the merger. The Jets defense plays them tough. I'd be careful. But I don't trust the Jets that much to throw the 7 onto their 6.5. No thanks. Now, as a Giants fan, I'm not going to do it to Dallas, but if I was a neutral person like one of you guys, I would do it with Dallas. I don't see the Giants. If the Giants beat Dallas today, I'll be shocked. That would be the personal shocker for me. Guys, hit that like button, subscribe. We've been doing this. This is year 5. Week 2, year 5. I created this channel a couple years back just to keep in touch with friends, and I had such a good time doing it, talking sports in the morning, that I kept it going. So welcome. If you've never been in here, welcome. I think the Steelers, you know what? Seattle's a big question mark team for me. There's a couple things I'm wondering about Seattle and Pittsburgh. One, is Pittsburgh that good? Like, maybe the Jets suck? I'm not sure yet. See, that's why we got to see a couple matchups. Because if Pittsburgh isn't that good and the Jets are not that good, maybe that's why it's close. And then maybe they'll play Seattle today and get lit up. But I don't think so. I don't think that's the case. I'm just giving a hypothetical. But I think Pittsburgh, I think it'll be a tough game. I'm expecting Seattle to put it together a little more with the offense. Jackson Smith-Njigba was the lone bright spot last week. I got to go over the box score from last week. But nothing from Cooper Kupp. Darnold, not a big game. I'm looking for Seattle to click a little more. That game's going to tell us a lot. We're going to find out a lot about who Seattle is and who Pittsburgh is. Let's see, week 1. I just want to gloss over the Seahawks box score. All right, the Niners beat the Seahawks, so the Seahawks are 0-1 here. Now the box score: Seattle passing. Darnold 16 for 23 for $150. That's not going to get it done. I mean, Joe Burrow only had $1 something. C.J. Stroud only had $1 something last week. I don't put all my eggs in the basket for week 1, but you can tell it hasn't clicked yet. Charbonnet actually overtook Kenneth Walker last week in the backfield, which was weird. Seattle didn't form an identity yet. So fantasy-wise, we gotta watch. Charbonnet had 12 carries for 47, Walker 10 for 20. So we got to be careful with that. And in the receiving, it was disgustingly lopsided. 9 receptions for $124 for Smith-Njigba. Then you got Kupp 2 for 15, Arroyo 1 for 7, Walker 3 catches for 4 yards out of the backfield. So I expect Seattle to come out a little better today. So we'll find out. If they have a much better game against Pittsburgh, we'll find out a lot. what I am looking for today is I'm leaving Jaylen Warren in my flex. I like how he looked last week. They just signed him to a little extension. I like Jaylen Warren as a viable flex play. Hey, what's up, Armin? Let me see who's in here. Catch up on the comments. Oh, screen variety. I heard about that. Lewis, what's up, Lewis? Hey, Rye, Josh Allen. It must be fun to own Josh Allen. That's one guy that people keep jumping up each year to get him, and it hasn't backfired yet. I hope I didn't jinx him, but Josh Allen, man, what a player. Hey, I got something that I always wondered. Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson last year, the race, the same people that voted Lamar Jackson Player of the Year, the same exact writers, the same group of 40 or 50, those are the guys that voted Allen MVP. So do you agree with that, yes or no? I do, because if you watch, it can't just be computerized with numbers. If you watch the games, Allen, it's hard. Allen was so valuable. Remember that game he ran, he fucking threw it to himself, it came back, he ran it in again. He did like 2 runs in one play. Like Josh Allen put his cape on last year. And although Lamar might have had the best numbers, Allen was tremendous. I would say that was right. Lamar Player of the Year, Allen MVP. I agree with that. Guys, hit that like button, subscribe, give it a share. Tell your friends, hey, there's a crazy guy that talks sports. He covers everything. Got to use the gift of gab. I like talking sports. It started 5 years ago because I talked to 100 fucking guys a morning. I'm talking to 100 guys about the same thing. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just create the lane. We could all get in. Now, next week, I'm going to have the other bat phone here so people could call it on speaker, like sports radio. So when guys have a lot of stuff to say, they come right on. I give it out to the VIPs. They come on. We talk. I do a little segment with them. Then I come back in. I don't want to miss any of my questions. I'm going to rapid fire my questions for you guys, too, because they're good. Yeah, Green Bay looks good, Mel. I don't know why you keep drafting Love. I'm like, this fucking guy, Green Bay. Like, I was like, I don't think so. And Green Bay looks strong. They look like they're going to be in the NFC Championship this year, type strong. Right? Allen is lethal, man. Oh, he parks with all the players around from the 2 baseball teams. He was hitting bombs. I think Josh Allen must have been a baseball player. He had a nice swing, hitting bombs. Let's go. Go Lions today. I got the Greatness Collection on today. Fanatics Sportsbook, they have a promo. I have it. But if you never signed up to Fanatics Sportsbook, I can invite you. You sign up. You make one $20 bet. Once the wager settles, once the game's over, you get $150. I get $150. That's how I got this jersey. 100% off, baby. I had it. I invited my cousin Anthony. Anthony signed up, made the bet. Boom. He had 150. I had 150. With this offer, you could do the casino, the sportsbook, or go on the Fanatics apparel site. Fanatics Sportsbook. That's the jersey shit. That's the best one to me. I love that shit. So with the and when you make the 150, you're allowed to invite 4 more people. I made 600 already. I made 600. Oh, yeah, you can do it too. That's why I'm telling you guys. I like to spread good information. I'm not a selfish guy. I actually have 1 left. I got to send 1 more out. I got to find somebody who doesn't have Fanatics Sportsbook. Send it out. They got to follow the thing. And then I get my last one. I used 1 on the Terrence Crawford last night. I got free $1.50 from this deal. Then I fucking bet it on Terrence Crawford and everything. Now I'm rolling, betting more today, and I didn't spend $1. I'm nervous about the Titans. I got something for you. I got something for you on every game, boys. That's why like, subscribe, come in here, join me all year, because I genuinely like going over this shit, the bets, the fantasy. I'm looking at it anyway. I'm talking to people anyway. So, and next week I'll have the bat phone set up for real calls and this. But here's what I got for you on the Titans. I don't know if you play fantasy. I don't know if you bet your sports wager, but I got a hunch on a guy. Let's go in here. That rookie receiver last week, ton of targets. They just didn't connect. Like, people want, like, week 10 precision right away. It doesn't always work like that. This is real life. That kid, Ayamano, or whatever his name is, I'm going to look him up right now. I feel like he's got a lot of talent, and they, like, if Tennessee was at practice this week, Cam Ward's the quarterback, that guy's a receiver, he had 7-8 targets last week, 2 catches only. You know they're working all week. You know they're working all week. So I gotta believe that Ayamanor, I want to see what his over-under set at. I like him for yards today. Yards. I'm going to look him up right now. I really like this bet. And there's another guy, same philosophy. Don't let me forget. Type it in. If I don't mention it, type it in to me. This is where my ADD kicks in. You guys could help. If you don't think Philadelphia Eagles are at practice, making sure everybody's ego's in check, getting A.J. Brown the right amount of fucking targets, then you never watch sports and you don't know sports. Like, A.J. Brown's going to be involved today. We'll get back to him. Eric Ayamanor. Okay. At 30 yards, he's minus 142. At 40 yards, he's plus 124. I would pencil Ayamanor in for the 30 yards. So in any parlay, 2 or 3 pieces, you put him in for a 30 burger. Yeah, definitely like that. I don't know about Tennessee. Well, let's see. What's the spread on that game? The Rams, let me tell you something about the Rams, why it might get worse before it gets better for Tennessee. The Rams have a stout defense. Stout. They held C.J. Stroud and the Texans to it like 30 yards passing last week. That makes me worry for the Titans. If you're going for the Titans, that makes me worry a little bit. No. Barry Sanders, baby. Barry Sanders. Greatness collection. I got 2 jerseys this week. I told you with the 100% off. I got this, and I got one of the T-shirt jerseys. Travis Hunter teal. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Nucci. Get him, Nucci, baby. Get him. Get him, Nucci. Is Keon Coleman a guy? Yes or no? Is Quentin Johnson a fantasy starter? I'll rapid fire you what I got here a little bit. Are we ready for Jackson Dart? I think so. Russell Wilson looked like Larry Holmes. Pudgy and slow. Larry Holmes at the end, not prime Larry Holmes. Russell Wilson's the only quarterback getting older and huskier. That doesn't help. You need escapability, like Dak. Watch Dak today. I'm going to give you guys a homework assignment. Watch Dak Prescott today and how thin he got and how fucking quick he is when the rush is coming. Well, we're going to find out today because we got Abdul Carter coming in. We got some guys that can really rush the passer. But it's going to be tough because Dak got a lot of his speed back. He looks great and he looks fast. Now, Russ, on the other end, remember that play-action pass when they tried to throw to the lineman? There was one of those, and, like, Russ, like, it was like play-action. He turned, and the guy came, and he was like Russ's wiggle didn't do shit to juke anybody, and then he had to get rid of it. Dak's wiggle, he was gone and out of there. That was the difference I noticed. Titans under. Breece Hall, 5 yards. I got to catch up to these comments. My apologies, guys. I loved how Breece Hall looked last week. Guys, hit the like button, subscribe. I'm going to get to these comments now. And, guys, any ideas you got, I'll start feeding off of you. I just never count on anybody because in the old days, I might be in here by myself because I'm just doing an exercise in my head like if I'm doing a podcast or a radio show. So I'm prepared anyway. So then sometimes I don't even get to the comments in time, but I will now. I'll be better this year. Breece Hall, 5 yards a quarter, plus 120. I like that. I like that a lot. That's a good one. That's what I need from you guys. It's impossible for all of us, any one of us, to see every player prop. But there's so many good ones. Jordan, you might see one that I love. Like, I actually like that Breece Hall one a lot. 5 yards a quarter. Carmelo, you still in here? Melo's a Jets fan. That's a nice one. Breece Hall. Hey, Jordan, do you agree with me or no? Last week, eyeball test. Forget the stats. Eyeball test. Breece Hall looked like the dude that was hyped up that the Jets drafted, that you heard all the hype about. Like, remember coming out of college, Remember, like Breece Hall was a first, second round pick for a couple years in fantasy. Then now this year, well, look at how this is how you get value. This might be Breece Hall's value year, the way he looked, because he went late and he's doing the best. That's why fantasy makes me fucking crazy. Oh my God. Oh, Heather, what's up, Heather? I'm late on the comments because I'm like behind, so I got to scroll to stay with the current ones, and I didn't see it. How you doing, Heather? Oh, we got questions already. Jawan Johnson or David Njoku? Damn, Heather. Oh, hit me with the tough ones right away. Jawan Johnson put up wide receiver volume last week. Wide receiver volume. Tremendous volume. David Njoku, one of the best. Like, I'm not worried about Njoku's numbers from last week because I've seen him dominate games. Oh, man, that's a tough one, Heather. You know what? I don't think you could play as well and get as much as Jawan Johnson last week and disappear. And Njoku didn't really, maybe Cleveland's not in the rhythm yet. I'd probably go with Jawan Johnson because I've seen it, and the Saints are they're gonna be behind throwing all day. I would have to lean towards Jawan Johnson. I got a lock for you, Levi, tomato. I got the Captain Obvious bet of the week. I don't see the Chiefs. I don't respect the Chiefs as a 1.5 point dog today. I watched the Super Bowl. People are like, oh, I'm not going by that. I am. I am. They beat the shit out of them, and it's not that big of a turnover. And last week, the Chiefs lost Worthy. They got no Rice. Philadelphia's got no Goddard today. But Philadelphia's got fucking weapons, man. They got A.J. Brown, Devontae, Hurts, Barkley. Oh, man. You know, that's my bet of the day. I'm going to go down with the Philadelphia ship. If they lose today, Kansas City's getting all the respect on the sports book because of their home and they're on fire at home. On fire. Are the Jets decent this year, guys? Are the Jets decent? If I'm a Jets fan, I have optimism this week. Jets. Let's talk about the hometown teams. Jets, Giants. If I'm a Giants fan, I'm pessimistic right now. I'm nervous. Russ looked like shit. And the escapability and the lack of athleticism is what bothered me. I don't worry about not seeing a read in timing. I don't worry about that. I worry about a guy looking like Nooch at 45. You don't belong in the NFL. Worried about that. I'd rather actually see Dart or Jameis. Like, I'd rather see, let's let Russ go. Thank you. And if you don't see now, here's where the Giants fucked up. I don't like what I see from Russ. If I'm Dable, I go to Jameis. If Russ plays that bad and you don't want to go to Dart yet, that's why you have those three. That's why you got those three in the room. Like, the Giants went out, they got Dart, they got Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston. Let me remind you guys. NFL touchdown passer, Jameis Winston. He did that too in a season. Led the league in interceptions that year too, but hit that like button, guys. Like, subscribe. I got Jameis Winston is a nice player when you need him. What I'm saying is Giants, I don't like where they're headed. I see them getting smoked today in Dallas. Now, Jets, Fields looked good last week. Fields started the game 9 for 9. Fields, escapability. You think Dak Prescott looked good escaping? You should see Fields last week. Fields, back to pass, a little bit of trouble, stepping up just at the right time. He wasn't in a rush. He hurried, but he wasn't in a rush. Remember that one, Mel? Hurry, but don't rush. John Wooden said that. That's what Fields did. He had nice poise last week. I liked how the Jets looked. You know what? Every sign in the world tells me that the Jets are going to compete today, and that Buffalo spread is, I don't know, they could cover, but I wouldn't go crazy with Buffalo today with the history. What do we got here? get down these things. Giants do suck. I know. Dallas. I'll tell you, I got questions, boys. One of my questions, hey, does anybody have, I'm probably the only guy that has Texans wide receivers. I took a hunch on Christian Kirk or that rookie Higgins doing something, and Kirk is missing his second week in a row. That's not good. That's tomorrow night's game. And guys, if anybody owns Brock Bowers, I think you got to sit him right now and start a different tight end. He's questionable. They say he'll probably play, but what if he's a late scratch? Then you don't have a tight end. I'm starting Jonnu Smith in my league. I have Brock Bowers in one of my leagues. I'm starting Jonnu Smith. And guys, if Jonnu Smith is on your waiver wire, please do me a favor. Get him. Are you guys nuts? Jonnu Smith was one of the best tight ends in the NFL last year for Miami. He played like a wide receiver. Now he's on Pittsburgh and like, oh, Freer move. No, they're going to complement each other. Gronkowski, Hernandez type offense. What do we got here? Jets Bills today. Oh, Ruben, that was good. That was good. See, I'll acknowledge humor. I just go right by if anybody says something just ridiculous. I just go by it. But like funny shit, I like that. I like that. See, I'm here for a couple reasons. I'm here to fool around a little bit for an hour and a half, 2 hours, have some laughs, look at the sports, connect with people, stay close to my friends that live across the country, keep a connection, and just have like a feel good hour and a half, 2 hours, and then we go about our Sunday. You know, that's why I'm here, to have a good time. I'm going to repeat that one. Do you think Danny DeVito is dog shit? I think, what's his name, Tommy or Todd? I think Tommy Cutlets is dog shit. Keon Coleman, yeah, I opened up the show with that. My first question, is Keon Coleman a guy? He's been an underperforming, I guess you could call him somewhat of a bust. But if you go back, he was a stud at Florida State. And he was a stud last week. The only thing that I would hesitate with that is because Buffalo has a little bit of that KC in them. When I say that, you ever try to follow a Chiefs receiver? It's almost impossible. That's why I'm nervous for Hollywood today, but it's neither here nor there. It's hard to follow Buffalo receivers from week to week. So this will tell us a lot. Today we'll learn a lot. Because if Keon Coleman goes 1 for 11 today, then we're like, fuck, it's Buffalo again. You know what I'm saying? But if he has another 7 for 90 or something, now you realize, like, holy shit, he's becoming a player. You know, like, that's the beauty of watching the season unfold, watch teams grow, watch players grow. You can't take last year or the year before you got to follow the projection. Like Quentin Johnson, he had a terrible rookie year, better last year, exploded last week. Keon Coleman and Quentin Johnson, we got to look at like close. Who do they play in week 4? I'll tell you, from everything I hear about Dart, that's why I want to see Jackson Dart. I don't think he's going to be a bust. I know you weren't talking about him, but I really want to see Jackson Dart, man. Hey, question for you. I don't know if you were in here in the beginning. Is Travis Hunter going to affect Brian Thomas's volume? Because Brian Thomas ripped off games last year, the last 5 games, I was just reading it, like 8 for 130, 9 for 100, 8 for 110. Now, last week he had nothing. Hey, did Mike McDaniel lose the locker room in Miami already? What do we think about that game? We didn't talk about that game yet. That's a shit game, but it's like you got to be careful. I went and bet the Patriots today because of the cheat shit that they got going on in Miami. I'll remind you, Miami has this thing every September. The way the stadium is shaded, the sun on the visitor sideline on a normal hot day down in Miami is like 120 on that turf. And they're in the shade on their sideline. And I've seen teams go down there in September and be fucking gassed, worn out. If that heat shit is going on, that's going to play a factor. I wouldn't be surprised if Miami wins today. You know what? I got Miami today. Give me Miami money line. That's my, like, it's not an upset because they're 2.5-point favorite, but I don't think anybody in the public is on Miami today. Like, do you guys like Miami today or New England? Tell me. I got Miami. Let's make some picks now. I don't like to do the picks right away because I stay on for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Stretch it out. The Dolphins, yeah, they look like ass. I'll tell you what, because Mike McDaniels, he's a little fucking geek. Like, Mike McDaniels, let me explain where I'm coming from. X's and O's are the foundation. They're the foundation. But there's many variables that come into play for a good coach, a good leader. I don't think Mike Daniels has the disposition or the personality. I don't mean be loud and boisterous. Bill Belichick was quiet. I just think he's a little too quirky with the goofy shit. A little corny. Like, I don't know. I think he lost the locker room. Anytime a team's having a players-only meeting after week 1, the Dolphins just had a players-only meeting. I got that written down, too. I got Nuggets. Dolphins had a players-only meeting. That's usually when it's chaos. You know what I'm saying? Rodgers today, I got Rodgers. I got Rodgers for 2 more today. 2 more. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a meaningless game. You're right. That's a shit game. I stay away from those shit games. I try not to have those games in my ticket. 100% agree. 100%. Situation. I get that a lot. Watch it. Watch it, Dabolina. Hey, I gotta tell you this. I have to say it. I would say for the last 15 years, between 1 and 3 times a year, it'll be in any different places. I could be in, one time I was in Aruba, somebody stopped me. Down the shore, Miami, it doesn't matter. Hey, do you know who you look like? And in the beginning, I would say, who? And they say, Mike, the situation. I say, fuck you. And that shit used to make me so pissed. But now it's funny, you know what I'm saying? So, like, now, somebody will say, hey, do you know who you look like? And I answer, and they go, yeah, how'd you know? It's been happening for 15 years. But I think I look a little better than him. Oh, man. What's up, Heather? Last week you picked up Tua. He was supposed to kill it, and he sucked. Meanwhile, I left Fields on my bench with 30 points. Oh, okay. You know what, Heather? I think Tua will play well today. But with Fields, you got dual threat. When you got a dual threat guy, like I have Jaden Daniels in 2 out of my 3 fantasy teams, here's what I got. I got a mediocre game the other night, but I got 19.6. Because Daniels, he runs a little, he throws a little. The way Fields looked last week, Heather, Fields, you got a quarterback. Fields is going to run, he's going to throw. Fields will have 60 yards on the ground today. Fields is going to rush for today. Can somebody look up Fields, what he's listed at for over-under rushing? This is where it gets interactive because I'm looking at other shit. Somebody let me know what Fields is rushing. Dale Jr.? Really? Yeah. Hey, do you guys know what? I never knew the word for that until a girl said it to me one time. Hey, I saw your doppelganger. I was like, what the fuck is a doppelganger? She's like, a person who looks like you. I'm like, oh, doppelganger? Where did we get that from? Germany? Oh, man. I don't want to miss any of these questions, but please look up Fields. Is Travis Hunter volume? McDaniels locker room. Are the Eagles a sucker bet? I'm saying no. Spread's too low, but no. Are the Jets decent? Are the Colts formidable? Let's get into here. Cleveland beat Baltimore 2 out of 3, so I don't think Baltimore's going to sleep on them today. What else do we got? Josh Allen, 18 turnovers versus the Jets. 49ers, Kyle Shanahan, 16 and 25 against the spread without Purdy. Shanahan not too good without Purdy. Oh, shit. Hey, that kid for Tennessee, that receiver, Ayamanor, I want to tell you guys, I was looking at the rewind game tape. He caught a 25 or 30-yard touchdown last week that was actually good. They didn't review it. They didn't challenge it, and it would have counted. So a little thing like that, he would have had, 12, 13 instead of whatever he had. So, I like that kid today. What do we got there? Aaron Jones or plug in Chubb? Oh, man, that's a... Aaron Jones, 27-yard touchdown catch last week, saved his day. And I saw Jordan Mason with 16 carries. So we know Jordan Mason's going to get volume. I'd be careful with Aaron Jones. Nick Chubb looked decent to me. I know his stats, nothing crazy, but let's see what Nick Chubb did last week. He looked eyeball test, and here's what we got to remember, guys. I said this to somebody, I think, yesterday, and they were like, yeah, you're right, Nooch. We're treating Nick Chubb, I think we're treating Nick Chubb like he's some, normal running back, and now he's back 2 years after the ACL. Let's think about this. How good was Nick Chubb for the 5 years? How solid was Nick Chubb until he had that injury? Then last year, he's still on Cleveland. Things were a little off. But he looked good to the eyeballs last week. He looked good. I wouldn't drop. No. You know what? If you have Njoku and Johnson, those are good guys to have. Those are good guys. Njoku's solid, and Johnson is solid. Yeah, no, I would keep them. Were you? To Dale Jr.? Oh, Aaron Jones? Oh, man. Fantasy, that's what we got, big questions. Who's your wide receivers, Heather? Who's in your wide receiver room? So if you go Fields, I'm curious to know who your wide receivers are. I got Saquon Barkley and Chase Brown. I got Smith and Jigba and Cortland Sutton. They had Cortland Sutton. That got me worried today. They had Cortland Sutton ranked 31st in receivers today. 31st. Did he fucking lose a leg during the week or something? Cortland Sutton's the number one on Denver. He played great last week, and they have him like he's not going to do shit. That's where I disagree with these fantasy geeks. It must be some analytical shit. I don't agree. I think Sutton will keep playing good. I'll tell you what. I got myself a win right in a row. I promised myself, Nooch, you're not going to take the sexy names. You're going to take the fucking winners this year. On the third round, coming back this year, I held off with all my might. I held off Tyreek Hill because I just had a feeling it's going to be up and down, and I went with Jackson Smith and Jigba. And I won last week, and it was the difference. If I had Hill, I would have lost in that league. So I'm proud of myself. I'm 1-0 in all 3 leagues, and I'm feeling good. And I'm telling you, this year, it's where you get your guys. The value that I got Breece Hall in makes it all of a sudden, I'm excited about him. During the draft, I was telling people, watch out for those fucking Jets. Stay away from the Jets like the plague. But after I saw last week, and where I got Breece Hall, I got Janty, my first back. Then 8th or 9th round, Breece Hall was still there. That fucking name value in that round, I had to take him. Now, after he looked last week so good, now I'm excited. Now I got Janty and maybe an up-to-speed Breece. Got very excited. That's why I would go with Chubb maybe, too. Chubb looked good to me the other night. Chubb's a damn good player. I'm not answering that. I heard about the Ravens. Evans, okay, let me get back to these questions. Evans over Hollywood and Keenan Allen this week. Well, Keenan Allen, I like the resurgence, but Quentin Johnson, McConkey, they're going to be in there. I think Evans is the unquestioned stud of that team's receivers. I think Evans is a stud when he's on the field, straight up stud right now until he gets hurt. So I would stay with Evans. Tyler, how you doing? I didn't realize that was you. Welcome. How's it going? I would go with Evans. Definitely. Re-sign Chubb. Yeah, they should have re-signed Chubb. Nick Chubb, he's not even old. How old is Nick Chubb? 29. Well, for a running back, that's kind of old, but it's not that old. Saquon Barkley's about 28. In this day and age, and I saw the way Chubb was training this offseason, He looked this offseason. Did any of you guys ever see Chubb training on any Instagram reels and shit? He was doing some serious stuff. Myers and Wilson. Jacoby Myers and which Wilson? Wilson from Arizona? There's a few teams that I cannot get a beat on their receivers. Tell me if you agree with me. I got Cortland Sutton, but I don't feel comfortable with any of these other Denver receivers. Like, I never go get Mims. Like, you know how some teams number 2 and 3s, like, you'll go grab or you wish you had? Denver, I'm not sure. Now, Evan Ingram already, I expected him to be good in tight end this year. He already had a fucked up week, questionable. I don't know what's going on with him. Mama Nooch has Ingram and somebody else. I think she's starting to somebody else. Ma, if you're in here, who do you have other than Evan Ingram? Barkley and Brown. You have Barkley and Chase Brown? That's my backfield in T-Rich's league. Barkley and Chase Brown. Chase Brown won me the league. It got me into the playoffs last year. Yeah, it was awesome. I traded for him week 12 or 13, and he put up 24, 26 every week. And I went on a 5-game winning streak, and I got into the playoffs. So I'm happy about that. Hampton, be optimistic about Hampton. People want to jump off the roof after 1 week. We got to remember, it takes time to grow a team. It takes time for a player to blossom. I think Hampton's going to be a solid running back this year. The only thing that I'm worried about with Hampton's specific case is I'd like to see them use him out of the backfield a little more. That's a week-to-week game script. I'd like to see Hampton get 3 catches today. Give me 3 catches. Give me 3 every week and then run good. That's important. See, Chase Brown gets a lot. That's what I like about Chase Brown. I'm reading the bets. Joe Fortenbog on ESPN. He gives his best bets too. He's good, this guy. I don't know what's up with that stash. Yeah, I don't know why they have my Jackson's Cortland Sutton 31st. They got Garrett Wilson 13th, but Cortland Sutton 31st in this week's fantasy receiver rankings. They got Jacoby Meyer 18th. Hey, here's another guy. Here's other guys. I cannot get a beat on Pittsburgh Steelers receivers. Guys, smash that like button, like, subscribe. Teams I'm uncomfortable going for extra receivers. Denver, Pittsburgh. I don't trust Calvin Austin yet. I know Carmelo picked him up. I like it, but I just don't know about him, you know? Tennessee, definitely no secondary receivers. Maybe that kid. Cardinals. Like, you got Marvin Harrison Jr., and then it's McBride. It's really McBride number 1. So there's teams that I feel comfortable dipping in, then teams I don't. Oh, Ajigba. He's good. That's the receiver I was telling my friends, because I got my delivery is messed up. I was like, yo, a guy always comes out with a fucked up name that I don't want to say, or I don't want to memorize it. Like in my crazy brain, it's a fucking crazy name. Like, who spells a name like EUGKB? Like I hope that guy's not even good, because I can't even rock that jersey. So I ignored this guy all summer, and then the more I found out about him, I heard he tore up camp all summer. And he caught a touchdown last week, I remember. I remember watching that one on Red Zone. He might be a player. Like, if he turns into, like, what Godwin was 4 years ago, like, oh, my God. You got a keeper. That could be a guy that bolsters up your fantasy team. I'd be excited about that, Tyler. Man. Matthew, I knew you were coming with that, Matthew. Just don't be disrespectful. I can't keep you if you're disrespectful. Let me go rapid fire down these. I'm sorry, guys. Jets, Garrett Wilson. Yeah, no, I'm a Giants fan. I'm a Barry Sanders fan. 30 years ago when I was a kid, my favorite jersey, I had a Barry Sanders blue. And one day I got into a fist fight after school. This is a true story. And I forgot to take my shirt off. And I fought a fucking wrestler. It was a hard fight. And I fucked up my jersey, and I never really wore the Barry Sanders again. until I got the FanDuel promo. I got the free $1.50. I ordered it. Fanatics, I'm sorry. Yeah, true story. This is the first time I've had the Barry on. It came Friday. I got it on today. I love it. I'm so happy. The Barry Sanders jersey makes me happy. Fucking happy. Hey, and here, it's all good vibes. We talk about the sports. We laugh. It's more like a friends community. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to argue with anybody ever or be negative. Like, I'm too old for that shit. And, like, I see what that does to groups. Like, I'm here for enjoyment and to, like, make you guys, hopefully have a good morning and have a few laughs and pick up some information about the games. Because I'm all over it. I'm betting so much. I'm betting. I got my fantasy teams, and I'm a sports junkie anyway, so I'm on this shit anyway. So might as well have a little fun in here for a couple hours. Oh, man, that's a tough question. Let's get it, Dave. Let's get it. Dave's in here. What's up, Dave? Smash that like button, guys. Timo, A-Rod, or Matt Staff? Man. You know what? We got to look at those matchups. The Rams are Tennessee, right? Just off that alone, in Seattle, I think I got to go Stafford because the Rams got a fucking tough defense, stout defense. They're going to keep getting the ball back. Stafford could have a big day today. Stafford going to have Rodgers last week day. I like Stafford today. I like Stafford. And I love the Lions today, too. You know what? I hate looking at the board. And I know there's a fucking stinker. I know there's a stinker coming. But I can't tell which one. I'm shaking. I know Detroit can't. Here's my logic. Tell me if you agree or not. Detroit came out 0-1. They got the shit kicked out of them by Green Bay last week. However, Green Bay looks like world beaters. They look good again. So, and combine that with sometimes teams come out off. You don't have a great week one all the time or any week. Like, it was a rough game. Now, I think they're going to get right. This is a nice get right for the season game against the Bears. Caleb Williams and the Bears look decent against Minnesota. That's when you know you're talking about a shit team. When you're fucking throwing them bouquets for looking decent for 3 quarters. What? When does 3 quarters decent get you anything in the NFL? They blew it and they lost. So, you know what? I like Detroit today as my pick of them in Philadelphia. I got everything riding from last night's fight. Terrence Crawford to win. Terrence Crawford, most punches landed. Will the fight go the distance? Yes. Roll it over. Yankees, yes. Rolled it over with Detroit and Philly. If Detroit or Philly loses today, I'll jump out of the fucking window. I'm on the first floor, so don't worry about it. But still, I'll be upset. All right, let me get to these questions. Michael Walker. DK in your new flex spot today? These are good questions today. You guys are getting me pumped up today. Good shit, fellas. No, you know what? I stay with the experienced, proven star veteran because at the end of the day, DK's still the number 1, right? And this kid is still the number 2, and he's a rookie. You go with the number 1, and DK is a fucking beast. So we don't want to. That's a good problem to have. That's a great problem to have. You don't want to devalue DK though, because this kid's coming up. You should be happy that this kid's coming up. You put him on your bench, and you hope he fucking tears it up again. In a perfect world, DK will put up a 21 for you today, and this kid will put up a 20, 21 or something. And sometimes the guy you bench puts up more. But here's where it doesn't matter. Nobody ever thinks of this because we're all looking so close. Here's where it doesn't matter. Like, I got Cooper Kupp today, and I got Quentin Johnson. I can't figure it out. It's killing me. I'm so afraid of losing because of that. But if Cooper Kupp could catch 8, 9 balls today and get back to being Cooper Kupp, and Quentin Johnson has another big one, let's say I start the wrong one. Let's say I start Quentin Johnson. He has a 17 and Kupp has a 25 today. If they both do well and I win, it's okay. You're not always going to start the better one, but if they're both playing well and you're in the right direction, if you're shifting things in the right direction, that's when you got a better chance. CD. Oh, wow. CD and Neighbors. That's nice. How do I pronounce his name? I wish I could hear. He's good, man. He's good. Ujigba. I think I'm saying it right. Oh, man. The Browns' backfield this year, that's tough. That's tough, man. Plus, that's a weird team. Probably Samson. It looks like Samson to me. Hunter, what's up, Hunter? Guys, smash that like button, subscribe. Olave or Diggs? You know what? That's an easy answer for me. Olave last year, he fucking made me miss the playoffs in my leagues that I drafted him. I liked Olave. I like him, his talent, and I drafted him in the league winning round somewhere last year, 4, 5, or 6, and he didn't pan out. It was one of them years. He got hurt. He was like a 0 for me. So I'm gun shy. You ever get scarred by a guy like when you're the guy that owned him and he didn't do well, like you're the one that stayed away? I wouldn't tell you to play. I would play Diggs today. Diggs is fresh as a daisy. He tore the ACL last year. They had a medical breakthrough. He was the first guy to get the new ACL surgery back in 4 months. You're gonna see a guy tear his ACL and come back this season. Yeah, it's a new day. The future's here. They put a fucking cadaver in your leg or something. Like I watched the whole shit. It was amazing. Now when you tear the ACL, 4 to 6 months. A rapid recovery was 9 to 12 months, like the last couple years. But you're really not full speed till the second year. That's why I'm waiting for Nick Chubb to be full speed maybe now or closer to it. But yeah, man, it's crazy. I would go with Diggs. Diggs looked pretty good last week as far as eyeball. Yeah, Lions did look dreadful. You know what? My buddy's a Vikings fan. You know what? I'm not sold. I think J.J. McCarthy has grit, and I think he's a gamer, and he's a winner. But I don't know. I don't know if J.J. McCarthy has the actual skill to tear up the NFL. I'm worried. I'm not going to knock him because he just played a good game. But I don't know. But I'm wrong about guys all the time, so that's why I always tell people I'm not doing any expert shit. I'm not an expert. I'm here to spark ideas. We talk about guys. What do you think? What do I think? That's the fun part about sports, getting different opinions. Sometimes somebody can make me see something a way I did not before. Mel, I can't believe it. You're off to the winning formula again. Carmelo, Super Bowl in my league. Lost a big one, but comes right back out strong. And you're on a hell of a... Your record in the regular season is getting ridiculous. You were what last year? Something in 1 or something in 2? Huh. Kyron Williams is a beast. He should get a heavy volume today. Yeah, the play calling and the Vikings, I usually like their play calling. Usually. So I was thinking the same thing. It's that's a good point. It's funny you said that. Like sometimes, you know what I noticed? Tell me if you agree with this or not. Sometimes the coaches and the play callers are rusty too. Like I saw a couple teams not rush the ball. Washington the other night. Not going to get it done with your number 1 running back carrying 4 times. Not going to get it done in the NFL. Washington's offensive coordinator had a bad game. Didn't get to the run enough. Cost them. Got the shit kicked out of them. I noticed that. Hey, real quick, I just need your opinion because it affects me. Christian Kirk is out today. Does anybody think that kid Higgins could have a surprise day today? And it's time to go over the player prop lines. I wanted to wait till high noon. We're at 11:59. I don't fuck around, boys. I'm like, I got a clock in my head. No, I don't. It's right in front of me. But I'm talking shit. Oh, what else we got, boy? Yes. Bill Crosby Murray. Is that his name? I was calling him Crosby, Stills, and Nash. I like that kid. That kid's talented. The number 1 receiver today is Chase and Jefferson. Oh, no shit. I'm still trying to figure out why Cortland Sutton's down at 31, but Terrarate McMillan is at fucking 20. Who the fuck is Terrarate McMillan? And why is he 11 spots ahead of a guy I'm starting in receiver today? Guys, who's Terrarate McMillan? Carolina? Oh my goodness. I need double glasses or something. I got the readers for here, but then when I look at the TV, I can't see. Fucked up, man. Don't get old. Don't get old, guys. Oh, man. Who could have 5? Which guy? T. Higgins? Oh, like a sleeper guys? I'm looking, you know what? We're going to check these ladders out right now because the way I look for guys for alternate receiving yards or rushing yards or receptions, I check the games and I don't go to the guy that everybody wants to go to. No, I don't mean you. I mean like the gamblers like automatically go to the stars, but they sometimes they screw you on the odds. So I find a guy like, guys that are coming on or had a slow week that should come up. Like, give me a guy that let's think of who could go all, like that kid, Ayamanor, the Tennessee receiver. That's a beautiful first example. He had nothing going on last week. We could get him at value on the ladder, right? Watch this. We could pencil that kid in at 30 yards and get even money. Why not? Watch. This is going to be my first bet. I saved a couple shackles for when we're doing this shit together because you guys give me good ideas. Last week somebody gave me a winner. I forgot who. I always save a couple dollars for this part of the show. We're going to check out Ayamanar. Yeah, Higgins. Higgins, here's the thing. When you look at what he did last week, it looks like, 2 for 34. But what people don't realize is the Texans only had 130 yards of offense, C.J. Stroud passing, and Higgins led the team in receiving. He led the team in receiving. Nico Collins had less yards. Maybe this kid's going to fucking tear it up. Now, I got Q. I'm holding on to Christian Kirk and him. I know one of them's going to emerge because C.J. Stroud is too capable of a passer. I think C.J. Stroud, that sophomore little dip last year, is going to come back up. Christian Kirk broke his collarbone last year. A collarbone doesn't affect your legs. Clean break, clean heel. Christian Kirk is a dynamite receiver in the slot, and they didn't draft Higgins 34th overall for nothing. 34th overall is a big-time pick. Hopefully he turns into something. Yeah? I don't know anything about that guy, Tatuaria, whatever his name is. But I like Ujigba. I like him a lot. So you think the Rams D will be? Yeah, the Rams got a stout defense. I like that. You know what fucked me up last week? I had the Texans in a teaser, so that helped me cover. But I also had them upset Rams. I was thinking Stafford, Rusty, but their defense looked really good last week. DBD. You know what I think about that? Either on the money. I don't think Henry slowed down at all. Every individual is different. I think Henry is such a hybrid pro athlete. He's a true professional. If you see how he trains, he keeps himself in top-notch shape. Top-notch. He's sprinting those hills all summer. He made a run last week against Buffalo. He turned the corner and he pulled away from 3 defensive backs that were much smaller. He pulled away in the sprint. He literally dusted them. The speed is there. So we know he's got the power. So, every week I see Henry every year, he's an all-time great. He's got to be right up there with Barry Sanders, Walter Payton, Emmitt Smith, Derrick Henry, Adrian Peterson. Hey, I got something for you now. Better career. This is going to sound fucking crazy. I want to say better career, Adrian Peterson or Derrick Henry? I don't know, man. It used to be AP to me because I loved Adrian Peterson, but goddamn. Henry rushed for 1,900 and something yards last year? Nobody remembers it because Saquon had 2,000. Henry rushed for 1,950. Holy shit. That's crazy. That's what I'm looking for, Adam. I can't get a read on him. Certain guys I love or certain guys I dislike. I couldn't tell the other night. I want to see more. I'm looking at him too, Adam. Oh man, Mel. You know what? With these defenses in the NFL these days, you know what, Mel? I think the days of holding on to one defense are over. right? Like, I don't know. Like, I haven't held on to one defense in a long time. It's been years. And, like, I try to get one, and then all of a sudden I realize that, like, if I hold on, I'm going to make myself lose. Then I switch because I know I have to. I say it to myself. I don't know, man. I think you got to go defense by committee. Like in my league, the new FL, I dropped my defense. Somebody had speaking of the Rams were out there in my league. I snatched them. Let's look at our fantasy teams real quick. I got the Rams in I love my team. Let me get back to my league. New FL. Yeah, I got the Rams in my defense today. Jaden Daniels, Jahmyr Gibbs, Connor, Drake London, and Sutton. And Njoku at tight end. Warren and Pittman in my flex. I'm a little worried about that, but Warren, they both had double digits, but I don't know. I'm worried that Warren is going to dip back into mediocrity. I got to fucking find a better flex for him, I think. That's a guy, I don't always just, throw bouquets to the guys I have. I got Warren starting today in my flex. I'm 1-0. I won last week with him there, but I'm a little worried. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just worried because I want to win so bad. Michael Pittman, comeback week last week. Michael Pittman had a tremendous 2 years ago. Way down last year. Everybody stayed off him like the plague, but they didn't realize they got a capable quarterback now. I know it sounds crazy, but he took the Giants to the playoffs a couple years ago, won a playoff game against Minnesota. He's clumsy, but nobody ever said he doesn't have a lot of skill, run, throw. He's just clumsy. But Michael Pittman, let's see, what did Pittman have last week? 6 for 80. You know what? You know who we should look at right now? Josh Downs. That's a guy I believe will have a day today. Let's see what Josh Downs is on the alternate ladders. And I don't want to miss your questions here. That's a guy that's getting picked up on waivers. Boutte or whatever his name is for the Pats. That's a guy. You know what, though? A lot of these guys are never going to pan. And then we'll just, we're trying to catch the one that's Puka. Like, remember Puka, first game ever, 9 for $140? Like, we all want to catch that. And then you got guys like Quentin Johnson, who's tearing it up now, but his rookie year, he barely even could get a look, even a fucking target. Like, nobody was even throwing to him, so they're head scratchers. So that's why it's tough, man. Kyler Murray, yeah, I think Kyler Murray's overrated, actually, because he's been in the league a while now. They never became winners. I like Carolina today. Upset special. Write that down. Carolina wins today. Money line. That's my who the fuck are they game. I have one each week. Who the fuck is Arizona to lay a full touchdown? Come on. On principle alone, I can never do that. On principle alone, I can never take Arizona today. Because they ain't no fucking team to lay a 7. Lay 7 with Arizona? Yeah, okay. With the whole league on the board? Watch them win 40-0. No, but let's see. Arizona, 7. No fucking way. You know what? Carolina, teaser. That's going in. Carolina plus 7. We're gonna do a teaser right now. For anybody who doesn't follow teasers, you add points to your spread, and you take 3, 4, 5 games, and depending on how many points, how many games, you get good odds. So I'm going to take about four teams, and I'm going to put 10 points on it, and I'm going to get plus money. Oh, man. Carolina, I'm sticking to it. Philly, sticking to it. I'm going down with the Philly ship today. I don't believe they're not folding today. You know what? I like Dallas, man. I like Dallas. You know what? No, I can't do it. I'm a Giants fan. Detroit, I'll take the points off Detroit. Absolutely. Where's the Bengals? Where's the Bengals? I'll take 10 points off that over. So here's what I'm gonna do. I don't want to bet all the same ones. I know what I'm doing. Let me get rid of the Eagles because I got them 100 times already, and the Lions. Oh man, Eric Ayamanor, 30 yards is plus 108. Okay. We're going to put a little parlay together, guys. Yeah, Puka came on late. Man, I got a profit boost too? Okay, I'm going to make one here. Eric Ayamanor for 30. You know what? I'm going Panthers. I'm going Panthers for the win. Fuck it. Fortune favors the bold. Where are they? Wow. Panthers for the win. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to talk myself into that one. Should I or no? Should I go Panthers? I don't know. I don't know about that. All right. I'm going to stick with my original teaser. Fuck it. I'm going to win them all or lose them all. Ooh. What's the highest we should go on the ladder for that kid, Ayamanor? Oh, what about A.J. Brown today? If we don't believe that they're in practice all week, figuring out a way to get A.J. Brown the ball. You know what I'm saying? A.J. Brown, alternate receiving yards. 60 yards, 205. 70 yards, 130. I think he'll get 70 today. Me? I'll text my friend back. I got one best friend. I grew up with him. He's so stubborn that it's been 5 years and he's never been in here. And he calls me like that shit pisses me off. Like that's idiot shit. Like he just doesn't get it that we're all in here. He's calling me like he belongs to stay where he is. A.J. Brown for 70 yards. We're going to do that. Ayamanor for 30. Carolina victory. And we're going to do the profit boost. Oh, man. That's a crazy one. That's in. And then we'll get back to just the starting lineups. That's a nice one. I like that bet. And it's boosted. I'll read this to you in 1 second. I got a 3-piece parlay that I just put in. You ready? I got $7 on it. Because I got a budget. I only got a couple bets left to make. Elik Ayamanor for Tennessee Titans, 30-plus yards. A.J. Brown, 70-plus yards. Carolina Panthers to win. $7 pays $90. So I like that one. Let's put together, and then I'm going to go about 12:30. I want to put together like, I did all my, I just spent 85% of my pie, so to speak, on the important bets. I got Philadelphia to win. I got Detroit to win. I got the Bengals to win, but I'm not sure. I don't want to give that one to you guys, but I do. I don't like the Giants today. I strongly dislike the Giants. But I'd like to put together like a little parlay with the player props. Who's got a good player prop for me? 2 TDs for, oh, I like that, Mel. I like that. We didn't do it. We didn't do a 2-touchdown guy. You know what? Let me check. We're gonna go game. I'm gonna go down the line of the games, and anybody I think might do something, I'm gonna hit them. 3 things. Jets, Bills, no. Niners, Saints, no. Although Ricky Pearsall, but you're not going to get odds on Ricky Pearsall because everybody expects that. Browns, Ravens, Seahawks, Steelers. Let's see what Cooper Kupp is after that putrid performance. What could Cooper Kupp be listed at today? They would have a lot of balls if they had. Like, you could probably get Cooper Kupp for even money today at 40 yards. I'm going to predict it now. I'm going to say at 40 yards, he's a minus 130, and at 50 yards, he's like a plus 102. Let's see. Like, he'll be listed at 45. Let's see. Cooper Kupp, alternate receiving yards. 40 yards, plus 140. Oh, my God, he's even lower. It's Cooper Kupp day. Boys, it's Cooper Kupp time. Oh, Ma, if you're watching, you should be nervous. Cooper Kupp is listed at 30 yards today. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, that's not good for Cooper Kupp owners. I wish I saw that at fucking 9 o'clock this morning. Not good. Guys, smash that like button, subscribe. Please do me a favor, hit that like button. I write all this stuff down in the morning before I come on so I can give you all nuggets. Yeah. Seattle, everything said on them is fucked up. Their running back didn't play the lead running back last week. Charbonnet out-carried Walker. Cooper Kupp did nothing. I'm alarmed. Cooper Kupp, 25 yards, minus 180. Oh, my God. How do I not bet that? Cooper Kupp, 30 yards, minus 128. 40 yards, plus 142. Damn, I want to take him for 40, dog. I want to take him for 40. Who's in with me to take Cooper Kupp for 40 yards today? It's plus 128. You don't even have to put it with anything. You do better. $100 wagered, you win 128. You get 228 back total. What do you think, guys? I like it. I like it. Cooper, I'm gonna play it safe. Cooper Kupp for 30. That's a nooch guarantee. Take that one to the bank. I guarantee it. Cooper Kupp for 30 to the bank. To the Fargan Bank, boys. All right, Rams, Titans. Guys, this is where I need you. Rams, Titans. Yeah, I know, but that's why he's listed, Mel. Okay, I want your opinion, Mel. I'm worried about Cooper Kupp too. However, since he's listed so low today, do we have fucking big balls and go in and take him for 30? That's the bet. We're gambling on that. We're not gambling on him to be Cooper Kupp from when he had 1,947 yards. We're gambling on we're gambling on this. Can he get 30, Mel? What do you think? I say yeah. I say yeah. I say yeah. I'm going to forward this to my buddy because he's never... my buddy who didn't come in here, he doesn't know what the fuck's going on. I'm disappointed in him. He's like a 90-year-old man. Like, buddy, you got to get with the times. Come on, Don. Come on, Don. Room for it. You can get in here. You can get in here, Don. Fucking Jets fans. These Jets fans are backwards. 3 Jets fans not in here. Dante and my 2 cousins, the twins, Jonathan and Anthony. They're definitely still sleeping. Chalk. Chalk. When they come and spend weekends with me, I nicknamed them Chalk, like chalk outlines. I'll come back. I'll look for them 12, 1 in the afternoon. Chalk. Okay, so part of the 3-part parlay. The first leg, I got Cooper Kupp for 30 yards. Mel, you never answered me. Oh, no? Shit, Mel. Why? Well, I like Cooper Kupp for 30 yards today. This is why I love having the channel, because when we could see, when we're all looking at the player props, that's how you get your best ones in, and you have a better chance to win. Mel, what do you got in so far? Listen, take the kid from Tennessee for 30 yards. He's plus money. That kid, he's not washed up yet. Ayamanor. You know what? Should we just go back to that? Should we go back to that kid? No, I got one betted with him already. Cooper Kupp for 30 yards. Jags, Bengals. You know what? Joe Burrow had 140 yards last week. Did I give you this stat on Cincinnati? You ready to faint? Cincinnati had 7 fucking yards of offense last week. 7 yards of offense total. I got to believe Jamar Chase is going to get off today and Higgins. But I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it. Hey, Brian Thomas Jr., 1 catch for 11 yards last week. Let's see what he's listed at. That's a guy we could capitalize on. Let's see, guys. Thomas Jr., alternate receiving yards. No, way too high. You don't get plus money until 80 yards. No way. We're going to come out with a couple more. I don't love these games. That's why I just stuck with the simple ones today. Lions, Eagles. My brain just keeps going back to the Lions and Eagles. I got the Panthers as my upset special. Nobody's jumping out at me this week for like a player prop, something where we could really get them. Player prop. I got to come up with one more. Patriots, Dolphins. You know what? Let me see what Breece Hall is. He's going to be high. He's going to be high. How about Jonnu Smith? Jonnu Smith again. I don't think Rodgers is going to stop throwing at Jonnu Smith. He's too damn good. I'm going to stay right in that game. I got Cooper Kupp. I'll stay right in this game. Jonnu Smith, alternate receiving yards. 25 yards minus 170. Yeah, I'll take that shot. Now, you know what? I'm going to go to 20. I feel better with 20. So I got Cooper Kupp for 30 and Jonnu for 20. This is an ugly bet. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to stay with that, and that's it. I'm not betting anymore. Certain weeks, there's things I love, and certain weeks, there's not a lot. I got the rookie receiver for Tennessee going way above his projection. That's why we'll catch him on the ladder. Ayamanor. I like Dallas to beat the Giants. You know what? That's a teasable game. We're going to do one 3-team teaser just because I love these games so much. I have to do them. I have to do these. Okay, we're going to go 4 teams. This is my teaser of the day, and then I'm going to let you guys go. We'll enjoy our Sundays. Joe, yeah, I like Burrow for a big one. We're going to do a 4-team teaser. You ready? I got 3 teams in already. Cowboys line over. Oh, perfect. Okay. Here's my teaser of the day. 4 teams, 10 points. The odds come out to plus 100. Ready, boys? Write this down, guys. Mel, this is a big one. 4-team teaser. I'm going to read you the spread after we add the 10, so you don't have to calculate it. Dallas Cowboys plus 5.5 versus the Giants, plus. Detroit Lions plus 3.5. God forbid anything goes wrong, they lose by a field goal, we still win. Jacksonville Cincinnati over 39.5. Knock the over-under down 10. 39.5. Philadelphia Eagles plus 8.5 versus the Chiefs. That's the best 4-team teaser of the day. I'll reread it. Dallas plus 5.5 versus the Giants. Detroit plus 3.5 versus the Bears. Over 39.5 Cincy Jacksonville game. And Philadelphia plus 8.5 over the Chiefs. I really like that one a lot. Very good one. Solid. Yeah, I don't like the ones they're giving on TV. Brian Thomas over 70. He probably will, but that's high. Breece Hall 75 rushing yards. 75 rushing yards is still a lot. Little trivia. Well, you know what, boys? I got about a half an hour. I'm going to get ready for my games. Taste the macaroni. We got some macaroni on. Guys, smash that like button. Hit subscribe. Share this with anybody you know that likes getting in here and talking about the games. I'll be doing the live streams every Sunday morning like always. And look out for my videos and shorts. I'll see you guys soon. Have a great day.